What's up guys, Welcome Customs here, and today we're taking a look at the DC Comics DC Icons Harley Quinn figure right here. Now I know a lot of people have been talking about this figure, really highly anticipated. Let's open her up. Alright, so here is Harley Quinn out of the box, and I have to admit this is pretty cool looking. I like how she looks. For the longest time I've been wanting to get a Harley Quinn in my collection again. I was gonna get the SH Figure Arts version. Of course, around 45, 50 bucks. I want to hold off to see how good this one was first. This is the more traditional looking look for Harley Quinn. Other one is more geared to the video game and also, I guess, whatever. But this one's pretty good, I have to admit. I like how it looks. I like how it feels. So we'll get into that soon. For accessories, she does come with an extra pair of hands to hold her weapons and stuff like that. Pretty nice. We're going to pop off one arm, one hand first. See how easy it is. Pretty easy. Not bad. I have to say, coming from the original batch of DC Icon figures, I have to say the quality control on these have been a lot better. This one feels so much better, a lot more sturdier. Their joints feel good as well. No complaints there at all. We'll get into that soon, but just off the bat, I have to admit, these figures feel a lot better now. They probably heard a lot of complaints they had from the first wave and have improved them a lot. Also, for accessories, she does come with the little gun right here. Pretty nice, really detailed, actually pretty good. No complaints about that, looks nice. And of course her mallet, which is not bad itself. Pretty good. And this one fits in her hands like that. Well, actually, it's pretty small. Gotta get in there, there you go. So that's not bad. If you have both hands, the open hands, you can probably hold her, have her holding it like this, which would be a good pose. And this is her holding her gun. Not the greatest grip, not bad though, but it does stay in there, it's pretty good. Alright, so here is Harley Quinn up close. Like I said, this is a very impressive figure, I have to admit. I'm pretty happy I hold out a little bit for her. The face sculpt looks pretty good. Take a look at that up close. There you go. Looks pretty nice, pretty good shading around the face. The expression is pretty good as well, no complaints there. You have a little outfit right there. These are pretty hard plastic. They're not going to be bendable. This part, however, is bendable. It's pretty much rubber, so it's pretty good too. Going down the rest of the body, you know, it's a plain outfit, but it's executed and done very nicely. It has some details of diamonds, if you want to call it that, around her body. Very good proportionate body. Very good sculpt as well. No complaints. Going down to the bottom. But like I said before, I'm really impressed by the feel of this figure, this feeling. You know, like I basically had the whole first wave, and I didn't like him. You know, most of them, they didn't feel that great, especially in the shoulders. You know, this feels like a pretty good, definitely feels like a good increase in quality, so that's good to know. Now for articulation, her head's on a ball joint, so it's pretty okay. Doesn't go up that much, goes down just a little bit. It does go left and right and pivot left and right, so that's pretty decent right there. The shoulder joints on hinge joints are rotates. They go all the way up, go in and out, no problems there. Bicep swivel right there. Kind of stiff, but it's not bad. 2 points at the elbow, and at the wrist, she has a hinge that's very limited, pretty small, and a swivel. You want to be a little bit careful because you know it's pretty thin, the joints for her. Ab joint right there, swivel at the upper ab right there, so that's pretty good too, very nice. Now going to the lower body, on the hips, they are ball jointed hips, so they go pretty good. You kind of have to angle it a little bit to the side, but it goes up pretty high, almost 9 degrees, so it's not bad. You do hear the joints rubbing though, and you might get some paint rub oddly over there, but it's not the worst thing. They are ball joints, so they might pop out. This one hasn't, but my Aquaman, it did pop out, but you just pop it right back in, no problems there. No thigh swivel. 2 points at the knee, and at the ankle, she has a hinge and a pivot, so that's pretty good too. So pretty decent articulation, pretty standard for DC Icons, really. All DC Icon figures are pretty much all the same, so you know what you're getting, but the more important thing is that the quality of the joints, the quality of the plastic is all improved in my opinion. I remember my Green Lantern and my Batman one, I feel like when I move these shoulders, you can feel like the biceps gonna tear out. It's pretty poor quality. This one feels a lot better in my opinion. Alright, now it's time for size comparisons, my favorite part. I know yours too. And it's going to be a lengthy one. So I've said this in the past for all my DC Icon reviews that the DC Icon figures are 6-inch figures, but they're on the smaller side of the scale. In my opinion, they do great. They fit great with the SH Figure Arts figures, which are a little bit smaller as well. But when comparing them to like Marvel Legends or DC Universe or Classics, they're too small in my opinion. However, it does benefit the smaller characters, aka Harley Quinn, or even Blue Beetle, if there's going to be a Robin, etc., because they're smaller characters that get even smaller frames. In my opinion, they fit a lot better. So right now, just comparing them with the rest of the DC Icon figures, you know, the height right here, Harley Quinn should be a lot smaller in my opinion. That's just my opinion though, but this is easily could be seen as a Dick Grayson Batman, so the height might be okay, but comparing her with Superman, she should be a lot smaller in my opinion, so I don't like the size right there. Comparing her with this Superman, it's a little better, you know. It's a little better, definitely. It's a lot better, actually. So now we'll take a look at other figures. Alright, so now I also want to compare her with some other smaller characters to see the size difference, and I think it's pretty good. So here she is with Blue Beetle, which is pretty good right there. Here is Kid Flash right there. I believe her name is Cassidy, I could be wrong though, but this is a good side comparison between two females. Cassidy's a little bit taller. I'm just saying Cassidy, I really forgot her name, but she's a little bit taller, but they're about the same scale overall though, so it's not bad right there. And this is just another reference, you know, you have Aquaman back here, who should be a huge guy, but he's not that much taller than all of these kids and young adults, so there you go. Now for a last size comparison, here she is of some of my Batman figures in my collection. Like I said earlier also, she is perfect in this scale. I love how she looks, the sculpting is great. The DC Icons line is awesome, but I've been saying this from day one since the first DC Icons review I did. You are really going to benefit when they start making females and also sidekick characters, the smaller characters in the DC Universe, because when you have your older figures like the DC Classics, DC Universe Classics, and have them paired next side by side, they're going to look a lot better and better in scale. You know, you put a male DC Icons line right here, figure right here, it really does not fit in. This is being Superman, of course, so like I said, when you have a smaller character, for instance, Blue Beetle right here, it fits in a little better because he's supposed to be a teenager and it fits in a lot nicer. You know, I've been saying this from day one. I'm finally happy that they're coming out with smaller characters and it's going to look great in your collection. Alright guys, so that's about it. Like I said earlier, it's a great figure. Articulation is great. The sturdiness of the figure, the quality of the plastic is awesome. The sculpting is really nice in the face, definitely. Nice shading, like I said before, on her face as well. Were you guys able to get the original Harley Quinn DC Universe Classics version? If you're not, if you weren't able to, this is a great alternative. I believe this might be even better in my opinion, because I used to have that as well. Wasn't that thrilled about it. I wasn't that thrilled that much about it. I sold it, so but this one is a lot better in my opinion, so definitely a keeper right here. So that's about it guys. Thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace.